I've been doing this series on the channel since the start of the tournament, but never got around to doing Okubo or Terashi, mainly due to their clown energy being too overwhelming to me. Now, Faye and Waka. People wanted the videos, so here they are, all in one. Timestamps should be available to look for a certain fighter, but just a quick reminder, I'm using the Omega power of these 4 fighters to face the Kengan Ashura fighters at their Kengan Ashura power. Subscribe, leave a like, hit the bell, let's begin. The Resident Clown. So out of all the fighters in the Kengan team for the tournament, he's one of the characters hardest to gauge his improvement, as there was nothing very clear, and his opponent, as we know, was even more of a clown than him, which I didn't even think was possible. We did get a better understanding of his striking ability, which was even praised by Carlos, and his intelligence while fighting, so slightly more stuff learnt about him, but nothing major compared to other characters. So in the low diff, these dudes. In the mid diff, I have these people. Some of these could go into high difficulty if we're talking about Ashura Okubo, but based on some, I guess, overall improvements for everyone in the verse, he would probably mid diff these Ashura fighters. The characters I have here in high diff would probably go in either way if I was talking about Ashura Okubo versus Ashura fighters, apart from, you know, Okubo himself. So with a kinda, I guess, overall improvement for all fighters, should mean he can defeat these guys. Of course, there's probably arguments for the likes of Bando or like Surfang in defeating Omega Okubo, but still I like it like this. In either way, let's talk about Cosmo first. So Cosmo, this is in the 3rd round where he had his Foresight and Zone. We know what happened between this Cosmo and Ashura Okubo. A similar thing could happen in an official Kengan match. From his fight against Terashi, we saw nothing that would help him counter this move from Cosmo, so of course, either way, Cosmo has win conditions, but Okubo probably as a whole is stronger. Next is Mutaba. Similar thing, Mutaba has win conditions, Okubo has win conditions. It'll be a pretty interesting fight that I would hope to see at some point in Kengan if I'm being honest. Then the characters I think defeat Omega Okubo in their Ashura form. All these guys should have the abilities to defeat Okubo. Again, Okubo doesn't have very many clear improvements. All these guys in Ashura should defeat him. I would say all of them are probably in mid or high diff. The ones on the right side are probably high diffs and the ones on the left hand side are probably mid diffs. But yeah, that's for our boy Clown Gangster. This is the tier list I made for Faye, and it's pretty safe to say he's an absolute monster. For comparison, he has a better Nico style than Oma, at least what he had in Ashura. We don't know about Omega. He has a busted water kata, enough power to knock out Waka, who is potentially the most durable character in Kengan Omega, and definitely top 3 in Ashura, so absolute stomping will most likely occur. And one thing to remember about his fight against Waka, it was more so based on him flexing, using Nico style techniques for the most part Oma had never seen before. And then when he pulled out his Divine Demon, it was kinda the ultimate downfall for his fight against Waka, as Waka is pretty much the one character you don't want to try and outmuscle. Even though he succeeded in knocking Waka out, we all know what happened to him. If he was more tactical and wasn't solely focused on, you know, flexing and being that, you know, big dick energy dude, he would have probably mid-diffed Omega Waka if I'm being honest. But looking at the tier list again, these people in low diff, they don't stand a chance whatsoever. Most of the guys here in mid diff kind of get absolutely rolled. Again, he's Oma, but like a lot better, bearing Demon's Bane of course, because Faye doesn't have Demon's Bane, and Demon's Bane is potentially a great decider. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Ashura Oma could Demon's Bane Omega Faye and defeat him, but again, that's one possibility, pretty much the only win con Oma has, while Faye has like, I know, like 50 or something ways to defeat Ashura Oma, so yeah, these guys get mid-diffed. Now let's talk a little bit about Kanogito, the only character in high diff. The reasons for him not going in mid-diff is he has some Nico style knowledge and pre-initiative relative somewhat to Kuroki. This of course is round 4 Kano I'm talking about in today's video. He has Formless and Evolution, which could be used to make a pretty solid argument that Ashura Kano does in fact defeat Omega Faye, but I think it's more likely Faye would defeat Kano, but definitely high diff as Kano, even in Ashura, is an absolute monster. Then Kuroki, in either way, the pinnacle of foresight or pre-initiative, he was able to absolutely troll Amped Ray, who I believe is still faster than the max Divine Demon output from Faye. So regardless of how fast Faye gets in their fight, Kuroki will be chilling. He has Nico style knowledge, so much so that he can counter pretty much the best technique in the verse, Demon's Bane. His Devil Lance is kinda a counter for the Advance, or in this case the Divine Demon as well. It's probably safe to say one Kuroki Gensai Devil Lance on Faye would force Faye to not go into Divine Demon ever again, due to the blood flow being much faster compared to Advance, and Oma was going to die if he didn't turn off Advance in the ending portion of the Kuroki fight. So yeah, it has counters, knowledge, pre-initiative, means to win, but of course Faye also has means to win. We saw how versatile and powerful his Nico style is, so of course there's probably an argument he can defeat Ashura Kuroki, so yeah, either way for now. And of course Jerry Tyson just low diff, so Mega Faye. Up next I have our boy Terashi, one of the biggest disappointments of the Purgatory tournament for me personally. He pretty much got mid or low diff by Omega Okubo, and I think Ashura Okubo could do the exact same thing to him. So Okubo, not a trash character in Ashura, more like mid-high tier. Any character above Okubo at this point could absolutely trash Terashi. We have characters like Oma in Omega calling Terashi an amateur, but they do point out that he has potential, but that's for the future, not the Terashi I'm talking about in today's video. He has a few decent hacks with his vibration being able to disperse damage, but again, the damage is only halved. I'm thinking a lot of these characters, even with half the amount of power they have, could absolutely clap the likes of Terashi. His eye will allow him to avoid a lot of attacks, but again, will struggle. He may do a little bit better in a Kengan setting due to the ability to kill and him being an assassin slash hitman. So he may have some killing based techniques, but even at the ending portion of the Okubo fight, he kinda did have a decent level of kill intent and even got clowned on in that regard. So he's not really a fighter facing a lot of these characters who are fighters. I think you may be able to make a pretty decent argument that all these characters I have here in either way, you could put in Terashi defeating high diff, but again there's arguments for both sides. So yeah, not really impressed with Terashi, not that much. If you want to make, I know, some arguments defending him, please do so in the comments because I'm not too much of a fan. Now the last dude to talk about in today's video, we have our boy Waka. Similar to Okubo, he's a character that didn't get too much notable improvement. The only thing we could probably say is his durability may have improved, but even in Ashura, as shown in his Julius fight, his durability was absolutely insane, so maybe not for that as well. But a slightly stronger, an overall base that increase like all characters in Omega have will be Waka in the context of today's video. So he can high diff his previous self, similar thing against Julius, Kuro Ryan, Gaolang and Hatsumi. There's probably arguments that some of these guys like Hatsumi, Gaolang and Kuro Ryan could defeat Omega Waka at the Ashura counterpart, but I think it's more likely that Waka will win. Oma is again in either way. Demon's Bane absolutely busted, could give him a win. Maybe Waka's durability will be enough to survive the Demon's Bane and actually have enough strength to defeat Oma if they had a similar fight. But yeah, again, either way. And then I do think Kuroki and Kano defeat Omega Waka at their Ashura power. They have the abilities to defeat him. He hasn't had a huge improvement that could counter anything they could do. So yeah, that's today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Didn't want to talk too long as I was covering, 4 characters instead of 1 in today's video. Hope you enjoyed. As always, shout out to the people who support the channel via the Patreon, these absolute mad lads. Join the Discord, follow the Twitter, all linked in the description. But yep, that's it guys. Peace.